Get back here, you rebel scum! How dare you destroy the Imperial base?
It wasn't built very well.
I'm gonna get you, I promise you will pay!
Never!
Oh.
Hey, come on!
What are you doing?
Come on!
Get over here!
Come on! No!
No, there's a trap door here.
No,
No.
One more step. Just one more, please.
What are you up to? This is not.
Please,
no, absolutely not.
Okay. Wait. How about some ruby?
Rubies? You know I love rubies.
They're all yours. Come on over.
Sure.
Sucker.
Oh, you rebel scum! I knew it. I knew you were up to no good. You will pay for this one day, I promise you.
While you're down there, say hi to my little friend.
No.
Hey everybody, welcome to this video. This is Kaboom, and I want to give a big thank you to Haskins for jumping into this world and helping film that intro. And actually, I also need to give a big thank you to LongTom, who will make an appearance at the end of this video, so be sure to watch to the end so you can see that fun interaction with him. Be sure to go over and check out their channels. They have some really fun content. Links to both of their channels will be in the description. So when I was looking through all the Mos Eisley pre-builds, I did not see the Jabba the Hutt Palace with classic iconic Rancor pit. So after seeing the roof of one of the buildings, I saw this and I thought to myself, that is a pit. I'm going to turn that into a pit. And I did. And I love this thing. This thing is so cool. I believe every town full of villainous scoundrels would be incomplete without a good old-fashioned Rancor pit to throw your unexpected Jedis into. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the build. But before I do that, I just want to say one thing. If you're building this in survival, you're going to want to build a platform that goes underneath it, so you're able to access and build all the different stuff underneath here without having to fight, fall off, and die a lot. So just a little tip, do this if you're in survival. It will make your life a lot easier. And with that, let's go ahead and get into the build. Okay, so in this build, we're going to be using the different foundations. We're going to be using the wood and the concrete. This is going to help us to measure things out, and you can kind of see the different ones up there. It's going to help you a lot when it comes to placing down the tires. So we're going to need to put 6 of these down. We got 2 down now, so let's go ahead and continue. Okay, now we need to put 2 over. And now we're going to go 6 back this way. And now we're going to put 2 down here. Okay, that's layer 1. We need a total of 3 layers, so let's go ahead and fill it in. Okay, so this is what it should look like at this point. And this was also, take a mental note or a mental picture of this, because this is the thumbprint for the build. So if you decide to put this in anywhere, this is how big of an area you will need. Okay, so this part is super important. Again, we use the color so we could find middle easier. So this is where our middle is on both sides. And so what we want to do is we want to leave a space on both sides of this middle. You do not want this too close to each other. So you can put down one of these blocks and then bring your medium size powered wheel in here and leave a space and then place it down. Now, as far as the height of the tire goes, you'll see that we're on that bottom line right there. We're not flush, we're up a block, almost a block. It's very important that if you put it down a little bit lower, it'll still work. It just won't look as clean as if you move that up there. Now, if you move it up too high, let me show you real quick. Here's a flush one. And then that's too high. So if it's too high, your gate will slam into the under piece, and if it's too low, it'll still work, but there'll be more space between your grate and the opening. The other thing to also keep in mind here is that you don't have to put tires right next to each other, but you also don't want to space them out too much, because if you do that, then your grate will fall down. What I have found is that going over 2 is a pretty good measurement, and honestly, you gotta ask yourself, how many times will I be dropping my friends into the Rancor pit? So we're going to go ahead and fill this all in. Okay, we got all our tires in. Now we're going to knock this block out. And this is what it should look like. Something similar to that. Now be sure that when you do your tires, that you change it up correctly. So we're going to change up this side of the tires, which means we need to change up this side of the tires, or vice versa. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll show you guys. I'm going to not fast forward through this point, because this is very important. Because if you don't get this right, your tires are going to be doing, well, your gate is going to be doing a lot of weird things. So We're going to look here. We're going to see that this is pushing away. And this one is pushing away. And then we're going to check here. Pushing away and pushing away. So this is perfect. This is all set up. So our gates will come against each other. They'll meet here in the middle. And then when you go the other direction, it'll push them into the ends. Okay, now you're going to grab a 16 by 16 by 2 wood foundation. And we're going to make ourselves a platform here to work off of. Like this. Now we're going to grab the castle, the 2 by 12 by 12. And we're going to put one there. And one here. These are going to be for measuring out our gates, our fences. Then you're going to put one there, and you're going to want to put one there. Now, the most important thing about this is making sure you don't have any of those lips up there, because if you do, it'll end up causing a problem. Now we're going to grab our foundation piece. We're going to take it in. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Drop it. It should fall down like that. Perfect. We're going to push this into place very carefully. Once we have it into place, we're going to grab our floor. And we're going to put a floor here to hold this in place. Once we have our floor in, we're going to grab a 4 by 4 by 2 piece. And it really doesn't matter, just be on that foundation piece. And then you want to go one past this edge like that. And then now we can put our fences in. For this part, you can use any smooth fencing that you want. We're going to come this direction. I'm going to go ahead and use the rustic railing because it's a free piece and everybody has that. So we're going to go in, we're going to move it over. We're flush with the wall now. So we got to go one more to leave a space. It's very important that you don't attach to that wall. This is going to be 15 fences long. And we're going to end up knocking the middle one out. So you'll have 7 pieces on one side and 7 pieces on the other side. Once we have the first layer down, we're just going to go ahead and repeat, and we're going to make this thing 2 layers thick. That really helps it stay on the wheels and helps it not overlap when they come together. Now we're going to grab the 1 by 12 by 2 rustic railing, and we're basically going to fill this in all the way down. We can now remove this wall. And now we're going to grab the 2 by 2 by 12 umber wall. We're going to place one there. And then we're going to come all the way down here, and we're going to place one here. So you're just going to want to check and make sure these are flush and that they're in the right position. Then we're going to grab a half umber wall, and we're going to put one there and one there, leaving this middle section, which is going to get knocked out. But before we knock it out, we're going to put a toy on top of this, or on the side like this. When you put a toy on some pieces, it helps keep the pieces together and keeps it from splintering or shattering apart. Now that we have that on there, now we're going to get rid of this. Bam! Okay. Now this is dropped down, and now we're going to move it over into position. We've got a driver's seat, a medium-sized engine. So what you're going to notice though when you're doing this is that it switches directions right there at the beginning. So that can be a little confusing sometimes because you'll hit this spot and then you'll be like, oh man, it's not going any farther. And then you have to switch directions to get it across and over here. If you do have a problem with getting this to go across there, you can throw a couple rockets on. So now we're going to drop this one down, which means we can get rid of this. And get rid of this. And I probably should put a toy on there, but I forgot. Okay, now at this point of the game, we are going to log out and log back in. It's just going to help reset everything so that it's working properly because toys do weird things. Okay, so after loading back in, you'll see that things kind of repaired themselves over here on this piece. So now we're just going to double check and make sure everything is working properly. Perfect. For this, you guys will see that they're coming together there in the middle, and then they push against each other, and then those tires, look, see the tires going? They're like counterbalancing each other. So This thing is awesome. Let's just say you happen to get something a little cattywampus and it gets off a little bit. Just push everything back until it's all the way back to the wall. That will help reset the whole system and allow this to do what it's supposed to do. Okay, now we're gonna grab the 4x16 and we're just gonna put these down. These are just here temporarily. Okay, we're gonna grab the Mos Eisley's roof. We're gonna move it over and then we're gonna move it up till it's flush with this corner, like that. And this right here is the middle of the build. As you can see where our two pieces here meet together, and then you can kind of see this pretty gosh darn close to middle. And now we just need to fill this in. And if you look down here, you'll see the spacing. You see this right here that's coming down? That's about as close as you want to get. You don't want to get any closer. So as you can see, this is perfect. Man, I really like this. I really like this a lot. And now you can add any flooring you want to this. Just make sure you don't put anything underneath this edge here. Just be sure you snap everything onto this edge, and now you can build it out and do whatever you want. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this build. I know I sure did. And I hope you also enjoy this little clip of me showing this off to LongTom. And if you guys can remember, please to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. It really helps me and the channel, and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying these types of builds. Hey Tom, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
You know they had a new Star Wars update?
I did. These are some of the new pieces too,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Come over here. Let me show you this. Come over here.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Ah! Hey, a llama. I expected it to be way scarier down here.
Well, that's because you hadn't said hi to my friend yet.
Oh! I'm digging you a grave right now. Listen, kaboom! I thought we were friends.
Tom, are you okay down there?
Yeah, great. Oh. We're just making friends. Oh, that didn't feel good.
Where are you going, Tom?
I may need,
He just
just taking a little scenic route. I found some berries. No.
He's just misunderstood, that's all.
Okay, we can be friends now. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Try an animal treat.
He doesn't want to be friends. Oh, that was a close one. Ugh.
Oh no! No! You were supposed to be friends with Tom, not kill him. No! I was supposed to come down here and like cry, like the Rancor had died.
I can kill him.
Like in the movie.
There's still time.
Thanks, Tom.